What's up, everybody? How you doing? Welcome back to Horror Hangout and Shop 31. We're doing these live at the moment. So we're SHOPcast episode 85. Man, 15 away from 100, dude. That is bananas.
Got crazy.
I don't think people realize how long it takes to get to 100 episodes on a weekly show, especially when like life stuff happens and you end up taking a week here, 2 weeks there, whatever. Yeah, dude. 100 episodes is pretty magnificent, man. I'm excited. But this week's movie was called Cemetery Man. What's it called in Italian?
Della Morte dell'Amore.
Fucking stupid name. Anyways,
well, it means of death and love, which is actually probably a better title.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Cemetery Man.
All right,
Cemetery Man.
They both actually make quite a bit of sense if you just look at them from slightly different vantage points. You're like, oh.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's both movies, it's both titles in one beautiful package.
Yeah, Cemetery Man definitely has more of a ring for you, I think.
Man,
sure.
Dude, so I watched this one with my lovely wife, and at the end of the movie, we were both like, "What?" Like,
yep.
Like the end of this movie is, dude. Look, spoiler alert, folks. If you haven't watched this movie by now, it's very old. I think it's from what, 85?
No, it's 94.
94, dude. Why was I thinking 80s? I don't know why I was thinking 80s. It sure feels like an 80s movie.
Yeah,
it doesn't look like one, but it feels like one. If that makes any sense, because it does look like a 90s movie.
It feels like a throwback movie for sure.
90s clothing, 90s hair, but it feels like an 80s movie. Dude, I don't even know what to say about this movie. It was so fucking weird. Yeah, it's about this guy and his weird handicap homie that work and live at a cemetery or something, and they have like people just spring back to life on occasion.
Yeah, there was no real rule to it. It just
no, there was no rules in this movie.
Kind of happened every now and
then. It was absolutely bananas ass movie. Shit, dude. I don't know, man. Look, I'll be honest though. It wasn't like I thought it was bad. That never really actually crossed my mind. Man, look, guys. Anybody watching? I apologize. I'm gonna keep looking over here. New camera set up, so I'm looking at the screen, talking to them. So this is shit. It looks weird. Oh man. Okay, well, this will be fun. Anyways, I don't know, man. Josh, this was your pick, right?
Yeah.
Well, why don't you kind of give us like a small synopsis of like what, or like just a breakdown of what really happened in a movie, and then we'll kind of jump into details as we're talking.
Sure. Yeah. So you kind of started to explain it already, but it's about a guy that lives in a cemetery, and in this cemetery, for whatever reason, people just come back to life within 7 days, and he just shoots them in the head and puts them back in their graves.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that part. How did I forget? Dude, yes. Oh, my God.
And yet,
poor nurse just got it.
So it's like a Sam Raimi splattery movie, but it's also not, because it's like a weird Italian movie. So
but
it's
spoken in English.
But in English, and it's like a David Lynch, Terry Gilliam movie, because it's super surreal and nothing is like necessarily.
No, but it gets drastically deeper into that as the movie goes, because when it first starts, it's not like realistic, but it's not really that crazy either. You're like, oh
yeah.
So this dude, like, once they walk into that room in the like mausoleum thing, and she steps in the water. From that point forward, it just gets weirder and weirder through the entire. But it's like gradual. It's not like, it's like, okay, wait, how did we get here? Like that's
exactly. Yeah, like by the time he's going to the doctor and ask him to cut off his dick, I'm like, I don't know what is happening anymore.
Well, I think my brain blocked out half the movie already, because I forgot that happened too. Oh my God! And then like, it doesn't need to be done.
Yeah.
She's like, but I'm fixed. I banged it out with some other dude. He's like, what?
That's the thing. This movie is a dark comedy. It's like, that is absolutely insane.
Yeah, like he meets this chick that looks like the other chick,
Oh,
And within
yeah.
like 5 minutes, they fall in love, agree to get married, and he decides to cut his dick off.
Yeah, because she's afraid of dicks.
Penises. Yeah.
Let's go.
But then gets raped and is not afraid of
And then
penises
she
anymore
likes
somehow.
penises.
Yeah, because of sexual assault, that brings warmth to her heart.
Yeah, that made it better for her somehow.
Yeah, she's like, so he raped me, and then he was sorry about it, so we had sex again.
So that movie we watched at the theater last Friday, remember when that girl was like, I want to be your girlfriend? It had that kind of feeling, but for like 2 hours. Like, I was just like,
Yeah,
what? What? Oh, dude, okay. How big were her areolas?
I mean,
They were pretty big.
they're pretty big. She's a beautiful girl.
Yeah.
Were they that big?
Nearly.
I looked over and his light was there, and I was like, I gotta do it. I'm a child. But
Yeah.
I was sitting there with Carissa, and she was like, okay. And I was like, all right. And then I was like, those gotta be fake, right? And she was like, oh yeah. And then when that girl fell down the table and they didn't move, I was like, oh my God, those are very fake. Because, like, I've seen a couple boobies in my lifetime. And every time you do even this to them, they go whoopity 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 whoop. And hers just were like, meh, meh.
Yeah,
Anyways.
they were little basketballs.
Yeah.
I just noticed how incredibly fake they were, and it just kind of weirded me out. I've never been a fake boobie kind of guy.
Yeah,
That's
same.
not true. I just like boobs. Okay, let's be honest. But like, I prefer,
Old natural.
yeah, had 3 kids boobs.
Sure.
Oh shit, we got somebody in here. Oh, they're spamming us. Nice.
Yeah,
Let's go.
good old sex bots.
Let's
They
go.
love
heard us-
Cemetery Man.
I heard
Yeah,
us
they
talking
do.
about areolas and penises.
Yeah, they do. Black. Black.
Yeah, so I did suggest this movie under the impression that it was a zombie movie, which it is for.
I forgot that's what you were talking about. Oh, that's awesome.
So it is for like half of it, and then I feel like the second half completely forgets about the zombies.
Oh, yeah, pretty much.
Like they occasionally show up, like for a minute, but they're
the
like,
zombies went on a strike or some shit. They're like, we're not showing up for this part.
Well, he just randomly starts killing people, and the cop that keeps investigating him is just
He's like, oh, good,
completely-
you got a gun, protect yourself.
yeah. Like I
Dude.
laughed every time he came in and just completely ignored it.
That reminded me so much of American Psycho, though. It's like
That's exactly what Krista said. That's exactly what Krista said.
he just keeps getting away with shit, and he's like, I killed them, I did it, and he's like, no,
guys,
you're good.
like, literally,
We
like,
found
what?
the guy that burned down that house.
Dude, right when that happened, Krista said, this is like a fever dream. It reminds me of American Psycho. That's exactly what she said. That's funny.
Well, I mean, honestly, you get to the end of that movie, and I'm like, so they're like in purgatory or something. I mean, essentially.
Oh, they're definitely in Dallas. Yeah, this movie is fucking wild, dude. I don't know. I'm like, it bothered me, man.
It bothered you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't get like a grip, dude. Like my brain was just like,
yeah.
My brain was like, yo, did you eat more mushrooms? Is that what happened? And I was like, I swear I didn't. And it was like, I don't believe you.
Mm-hmm.
And then the TV was like, whoa. No, it was fucking, I don't know, man. Here's the thing, though, is I don't think that I disliked it either. I think I kind of liked it. But, like, I also feel like I got tricked. Like, it's like, boo, gotcha.
It definitely wasn't what I was expecting. I was definitely expecting a bit more. I mean, it was definitely silly, but I expected a little bit more, like, just straight up silliness. And
it was very dark. Like, it was oddly dark is the right word, because it was like dark in a sense that honestly didn't really even fit the narrative. Like, it didn't really go with it, but it kind of had to. If that makes any, I don't really know how. I know what I'm thinking, but I can't really articulate it.
It's so many different things because it does have that like sort of Evil Dead, like slapsticky, dark humor to it, but it also has this like weird philosophical angle to it too. It's like, So it's like it's trying to be like a David Lynch movie and like be very artistic and sort of like, you know, like the fact that the girl like keeps showing up after she dies as like different roles is like very David Lynch.
Yeah, that is absolutely very David Lynch.
Yeah, it was like gothic poetic kind of at times.
Yeah,
you know, he just had a lot of like inner monologue, I guess you would call that, where he would just kind of just what's the right word? Philosophize.
Philosophize.
There we go.
Is that what it is? Ooh, that doesn't sound right at all, but it is.
Yeah. But yeah, just a lot of that, just inner monologue, and not a lot of it made sense. But yeah, I liked it. I liked it a lot.
Okay.
This is one of those movies.
Well, I definitely will not say that I liked it a lot because I don't think I did, but I'm not surprised you did.
Yeah, this is one of the fall in the category of flawed movies that I think I just see the charm in, like Explorers, The Keep, and I think there was at least one or two other ones that are definitely very flawed.
You gotta stop with the shit, Chris.
But I just dig the vibe, and I at least like what they're going for, even though it's, you know, missing the mark a little bit in some aspects.
Yeah, I feel like a mark sitting through some of these movies. Excuse me. No, I mean it was. Look, I'm actually glad I own a copy of it. I'm glad it was a boot too. I don't have to buy this fucking movie. But but I am glad I have a copy of it though. I do think I'll revisit it at some point. It's one of those ones that you know what, dude? This is gonna sound real dumb. I do think this is a really good mushroom movie.
It would be.
Yeah.
Like not even like a whole dose, like a good half dose where you're still feeling something, but you're unlocking some shit up here more than anything.
Right.
It'd be a good one to like laugh at and really just kind of soak up in it and just be like, what are we watching? Because it had some weird shit in it. Like that girl at the luncheon, the like governor's daughter or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She looked like she was extremely attractive in her face. Like she was very pretty. But buddy's just like looked like he just like came out of his mouth. I was like, what the fuck is that? It looks like she is. He's like, whoa. And I'm like, bro, if you're going to do that, at least just swallow it. You don't got to make a mess. Yeah. But then he just vomits all over her. And then she's like,
and then she like doesn't even like mind it
that much. Yeah.
And then she just jumps on the motorcycle and then dies.
Oh, bro, when she died, for like a full minute, I was like, "There's surely not going to be that girl. It's somebody else."
Oh shit! When the dude jumped out of the grave on the motorcycle,
dude,
and started riding around the motorcycle.
That was amazing.
That was my favorite part of the movie.
that was so awesome.
His head's all crazy looking because he's got like branches and shit in his helmet. Yeah, they just buried him in the fucking with his.
Dude, there's so many cool things in this movie, like stuff like that. The fact that they buried him with the motorcycle, I was like, oh, that's definitely happening.
Dude, my actual favorite thing about this movie was the little like lit on fire marshmallow things that were still attached to the strings.
Oh yeah, you can see the strings.
Yeah. Did you see the string on the fly?
On the fly?
When he's got the fly on her, and it's like, bzzz, and he catches it. And then he goes like that a minute later.
Oh, yeah.
You can very obviously see the string on it.
I didn't notice it there, but I definitely noticed it with the little floaty things.
How are you? Welcome to the show. Thanks for hanging out. We appreciate it. We're talking about Cemetery Man, a very strange movie. Honestly, we're probably not going to be talking about that whole movie a whole lot longer because there's not really a whole lot to go over. You know what? That's probably not even true. We could talk about this movie for 4 hours, actually.
That's kind of my feeling.
Yeah, I mean,
it's a weird ass movie, man. It's I mean, go ahead.
Just the like going on with the motorcycle thing, like the girl that was in love with him, that then the Nagi guy like takes her head out and then is just like living with the head under in the basement,
and she's just pretty much in love with him.
Yeah, they fall in love.
in a TV screen.
Oh yeah,
she was in like her head was in like an old school TV.
I forgot that's where her head was sitting at. At one point, I was sitting there watching the movie, and I literally was watching the movie. Right, I'm watching it, and then my eyes started doing this shit here, and I was just staring at the wall. It made just as much sense, and I was just like, and then I was like, shit, I'm supposed to be watching a movie. And I went back to it, and I didn't understand anything that was going on. So I don't know how long I was staring at the wall, but like, yeah, it was fucking weird, man. This movie is so fucking weird. It felt like 3 different movies in one movie.
Yeah,
a little bit.
I was just like, huh? Like, it really does feel like a good mushroom trip. Like it's a, bro. You don't even know, man. You have got to watch this movie. Is this available on anything? I didn't see it streaming. Is it?
I think you can find it on YouTube actually.
Oh, cool. You should check it out on YouTube then, man, because this movie is like, it's one of those ones that, look, there is a good chance that you pick out any fan of horror and go, hey, go watch this movie. I would say there's a substantial chance that they go, yeah, not for me. But I don't think anybody will ever be able to tell you, like, yeah, it was just boring. Like, it's worth watching just to be like, okay, I liked it or I didn't. Either way, I liked it or I didn't. But I watched it. It was fucking wild. Like, this is the kind of movie it is.
You'll never see another movie like it. It is completely on its own.
Yeah, I think I agree with that. There's probably some movies out there.
I mean, obviously, it's that we've talked about how many things that it is. Like it feels like other things, but there's never been like this exact combination of those different elements that I've ever seen.
It's pretty nice to get those kind of movies. They come around every so often.
Yeah,
you get one that's just fucking just right, just the amount of weird. Like, think about the kind of stuff that I really enjoy, like The Void. I have never seen another movie like The Void. Same people. Psycho Goreman. Never seen another movie quite like that. But it's got elements of all these other things that I love in it. But I've never seen one put together that way.
It's not 3 hours long, Jake. It's like an hour 45 or something. Yeah.
Wait, Jake. Is that Jake?
Or I don't know who it is. I thought you said Jake earlier.
No, I think I said, what's up, bro? Shit, I don't know. Maybe I did. If I called you Jake, my apologies, bro, Taco.
I assumed you knew.
What the fuck? They got us again?
Oh, no.
They love Cemetery Man.
What's up with all the emojis? That's stupid. Yo, this is the best. I need a promotion like this.
Spam.
Yes, I'll take it. Jeez Louise.
Yeah.
Wasn't that the same exact? That was the same people.
The title was slightly different.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
No, when I blocked them.
Yeah.
I'm looking at both of them. It's the same.
Well, one says the best girls in the world. The other one says online strips without clothing.
No, but I blocked the user, not the comment.
Is it? Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, I blocked the whole user. That's weird. I've never seen that happen. They probably have some kind of workaround. Who knows? It wouldn't surprise me. Technology, man.
Yeah.
Damn, dude, that's crazy. I want to be able to just go places I'm blocked, go annoy the shit out of people when they block me. Just be like, I'm back. Oh, dude, did either of y'all catch the MMA stream I did earlier?
I caught a bit of it. I caught like the end, I think.
Okay, because there's this guy that got on there and he got like really pissed off at me. Yeah, thank you. This camera is not even at its full potential yet. We're going to unlock some magic here shortly when I get some better internet and probably better StreamYard services. But thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, we're getting... Dude, I've been getting hit with bots a lot lately. I don't know any way to avoid it, though, so I don't really know what to do except just keep blocking them.
I think it's pretty common. I don't think it's you. Yeah. I think it's pretty much everything.
Good. I would feel pretty bummed out if it was just my channel. Like, oh, you got a very minute amount of success. Here you go. Enjoy it. I'm like, no. But yeah, dude. There's this guy on the live stream earlier, and I guess he had read the title of my video and made some assumptions or something. And he goes, "Hey, so is Conor confirmed to fight Kamaru Usman, or is this just speculation?" And I never said anywhere on the title that he was fighting Kamaru Usman. So I was just like, oh, no, it's just speculation, man. We're just talking shit, hanging out, talking MMA. and he like lost his mind and told me I was a fucker and all this stuff. And what am I here for? I thought you were doing real MMA talk and blah 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 blah. And I was just like, quit being a pussy, man. Quit crying about it, you big wiener. He was being it was so funny, bro. I was laughing so hard, but I just kept making fun of him because, well,
that's what you do.
I mean, come on, bro. If you're that mad about my channel, you've never been here before.
He's taking it that serious, then.
That's exactly what I thought. Like, dude, even the guy that I was, he was like, "Are you talking shit to your fans of your channel?" Because I was telling somebody that they were dumb, but it was somebody that I know, and I was like, "No, dude, like this is somebody that we talk like this all the time." I was like, "He's on all of my MMA videos. We talk like this to each other every time we talk." And I was like, and so then I addressed the person he was talking about. I said, "Hey, it never occurred to me that it might bother you because you always just talk with me about it like this." I said, "Does it?" He's like, "No. Why would I take anything that you say like that to me seriously?" I was like, "Oh, thank you. Good." Because I wasn't meant to be serious. We were just being antagonistic and silly. It was funny, man. That guy got so bent out of shape for no reason. Everybody started making fun of him. They were like, "Bro, what the fuck, man? Calm down."
So stupid.
Oh, man, that girl's boobs were so fake. I just don't understand. Like, what's up with that? That guy looks so European. Excuse me.
The main actor?
Oh, bro, yeah.
Yeah.
It looked like he had like the jelly bean face going, and like.
Well, he's British, I think.
He looked it.
He did remind me of Bruce Campbell a little bit.
What?
Talking about Sam Raimi, like he kind of has that. Doesn't look exactly like him, but he just kind of has a little bit of a Bruce Campbell vibe. What? Are we gonna do this again?
I don't know, Chris. Are we? No, I just didn't see Bruce Campbell in him at all, but I don't really care. I watched it.
He just kind of had like that.
Bro, that guy was so dumb. I can see your perspective though, because he had like dark hair. He kind of had like the 5 o'clock shadow because he's got real dark facial hair. And at the time, he was, both Bruce Campbell was real skinny and thin back when he was in Evil Dead.
Yeah, I mean, like he definitely had similar acting styles or anything.
No, he was like the British bad tooth having Bruce Campbell.
Yeah.
Yo, speaking of bad teeth, your homie's getting fixed up. It's gonna suck. I got no qualms with the fact that my teeth are fucked up, dude. I did drugs for 13 years, hard. I'm surprised I still have fucking teeth. I'll be honest, I was really shocked with the news I got. They told me that he's like, "Yeah, you clearly brush and floss very thoroughly and often because your teeth are way better off than you thought they were." And I was like, "What?" And I was like, "You're telling me I don't get to have any silver teeth?" He was like, "Not yet." And I was like, "Fuck!" I was so bummed. Bro. I 100% was going to get silver teeth, dude.
I was like, you need to go see what's his is it Johnny Dang?
Fucking right. I will go see Johnny. When my teeth are fixed, I bet you $1 million that I'm at that place within a week.
Yeah, for sure.
I already talked to the dentist. He's like, "Yeah, you should just get something removable. It'd be much easier and cheaper." I was like, "That's a really great idea, actually, because I only want 2. I want these 2 here, so you really don't see them real thoroughly, but they're kind of there." I don't know. I'm thinking of going pirate. From Johnny Dang to Johnny Depp, boy.
Hell yeah!
All right.
I want one of them old ass guns too. The ones are like this long. They have a weird curved banana shaped handle, and they shoot like. You have to like. I don't know what the fuck, dude. I mean, we're still talking about Cemetery, man. That was in the movie.
Yep.
That wouldn't surprise me at all if that was in the movie. Yeah, that movie is so fucking weird, bro. He blew that nurse's brain straight out, and then the cop comes in and he's like, "What happened?" He's like, "I don't know." The cop's
she's praying.
Dude.
Oh my god. Yeah, it's so nuts. Yeah. Honestly, I watched it on Sunday, I think, and I was
really?
like, I don't even know what to think about that, but it's grown on me like throughout the week. Like the more I think about it.
I'm pretty confident with my statement that I'm glad I own it. I am. I'm pretty sure I'll revisit this one at some point. I don't know how near future we're talking, but I'd say within the next year I'll probably watch it again.
Yeah, for sure. I want to go watch it again. Not anytime soon either, but eventually.
You know what I liked about it is that it wasn't something that any of us could really predict. Mm-hmm. And while we all 3 generally do our best to pick good movies that we're all going to like, mm-hmm. Dude, most of them are pretty predictable because we watched so many movies.
Yeah.
That it's really hard to get any of us to be like, yeah, I was completely caught off guard with that whole movie. this one fucked me up, bro. This was like.
Well, this is the kind of like, I mean, not in the way that it's like not what we were expecting and like so weird, but I do try and find things that are off the beaten path, things that maybe you haven't seen because you've seen a lot of stuff.
Yeah, because I've seen, especially horror stuff. I've seen a lot of horror movies.
Yeah, so like this is like an underground cult movie.
I can't recall the title specifically, but there's been a handful where you're like, "Oh, have y'all seen this one?" And I go, "Oh yeah, I've seen it." And you're like, "What the fuck?" Like,
yeah, for sure.
Stop watching horror movies, man. Give me a break for a minute. It's usually ones that I'm always proud of too. I'm almost, oh, I've seen that one, and you're like, okay, well, I'm still gonna pick it, I guess. I'm like, all right, yeah. That's one thing that I do have over you all is that I've seen probably more horror movies than y'all have, but. Yeah. I don't remember them, so it doesn't fucking matter, I guess. Dude, at the shop, my buddy was in there, and I think it was either my friend Billy or Hugh. I can't remember which one I was talking to because I saw them both on the same day. I think it was Hugh. We were talking about my memory, and I was trying to explain to him how bad my memory really was, and I don't think he really understood it. And then I said, no, dude, Josh literally calls me Memento. And he was like, Memento. And I was like, yeah. And he goes, wait, is your memory really that bad? Dude, I was cracking up, dude, because it finally became apparent what I meant by how bad my memory was. And I was like, no, dude, you don't understand. Like and he goes, and he said the same shit you said. He's like, how do you know all this MMA stuff? I was like, I don't know, dude. And I was talking about, it was Hugh, because we're talking about my memories from when I was younger, like stories I can recall. And he goes, dude, your memory's sharp. I said, yeah, but not really. I don't really get it, man. Yeah, dude. Yeah. I got a cool thing I'm fixing to start working on. I'll tell you all about. I might have already told you guys. I think I did. Whatever. Man, I don't know, dude. I'm trying to think of stuff to talk about in this movie. I don't really have anything else to talk about because it's just a strange ass movie that deserves a little bit of attention. I think people should. God damn it, they're back already. Guys, calm down. What in the absolute fuck is going on right now?
So I'm sure it's just multiple bots.
With the same name?
If you keep banning them, yeah, they probably just have multiple.
Interesting. I didn't know they could do that.
There's probably slightly different variations in the name that just have a bunch of them and they just hop on and spam everything.
Ah, shit.
Just some sort of automated system that just spams all the live streams.
Now they're saying that I can't block it.
Really?
Yeah. It's literally saying something, there's an error or something. I'm not going to fuck it with it anymore. I don't care.
Whatever.
I just don't like having the people that are watching the channel live with us have to deal with that. It's fucking annoying.
Yeah.
If they dropped one every 5 minutes, genuinely wouldn't care. But it's like, oh, here's 15. Wait about 30 seconds. Here's 10 more. You're like, dude, could you just throw me one or two? You know, like, I get it. You got to advertise. All your little porno sites. Like,
yeah.
As you're right, you're like, this is so stupid as you're writing it down. Like, what was it again?
But yeah, I mean, I think we hit most of the main
it's pretty hard to really go over this whole movie.
Of it. I mean, do we
going over the whole movie? So
yeah. I was do we really need to dissect the end or anything like that?
No, because the end is fucking stupid, dude. Like, dude, how fucking mad were you when it ended up a fucking snow globe?
Well, the fact that the Nagi starts talking and then the main guy says "nah" at the end, like they switched places.
Oh shit! I didn't catch that he said "nah." That's what they meant.
Yeah.
Yeah, they switched. So it's like what? And then it's like they're in a snow globe. Yeah. It's like
nah is awesome, by the way. I'm gonna use that. Just nah.
I've been saying nah my whole life, haven't I? Nah. I don't know.
Well, it was his name, so he was just saying the first part of his name. Yeah,
nothing about this movie makes any sense.
No.
Sure.
But I did enjoy it. It was funny. There's a lot of funny shit in there. That girl, the little girl that got puked on, you know who she looked like to me? She looked like a combination of Khaleesi and Emily Blunt, but like their third cousin. She had really distinct features of both of them, but she was like a little heavier set. Very, very attractive young lady. Very pretty, man. Very pretty eyes. But right when I saw her, I thought, ooh, and she's like 30 years old. She's going to be striking. Like, I don't have I mean, she's probably in her 30s or 40s now, I would imagine. But yeah,
sure
I just thought, because, they were really close up on her face when they first introduced her, and her eyes are really piercing blue. And I guess, like, just the stuff that was going on, it worked because the eyes were just all I could focus on was her eyes. And I was like, wow, man, that's crazy. I'm a people watcher, so I weird myself out with this shit, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't really have much else to talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
yeah. I really, really liked it, but
I think I liked it as much as I didn't. I know that sounds weird, but I mean that like earnestly. I think I like. Yeah,
I'm sure the things you liked about it you really liked, and the things you didn't like you really didn't like. So it's
there's far more things that I did than I didn't.
Okay.
Like the ending really bothered me, but I think all the way up to the ending I was really enjoying it, even though it was kooky and crazy.
Mm-hmm.
The ending really fucking made me mad. Well, because it just didn't make any sense to me. Like I was like, okay, what is that supposed to fucking signify or mean? Like the rest of the movie didn't make sense, but that didn't even go with how the rest of it didn't make sense. Like it was like a whole different level of didn't make sense. It was like a parallel didn't make sense. It was like, oh, here we go. Oh, here's the end. You're like, what the fuck does that even mean? Yeah. And the guy that made it is watching this and laughing right now, you bastard.
Like, gotcha.
Right? Sorry, son of a bitch.
Yeah. But hell of a find, Josh.
Yes. Yes. Did this guy make anything else?
Yeah. Actually, I watched another one of his movies this week.
I'm shocked. You're so ridiculous. What is it?
It's called The Church. It actually.
He did that movie. Okay.
Yeah. It feels a lot like Prince of Darkness. To me.
I love that movie too.
Yeah, I don't think it's as good as Prince of Darkness. I mean, few people are as good as.
I haven't even seen that movie, and I would tell you, yeah, you're probably right.
But it is the second half of it is pretty wacky.
Okay.
It definitely makes more sense than this movie. It's like more narrative sense. But this it starts out in like the Middle Ages, and these like knights are killing all these people that are supposedly like demon possessed or something, and so they throw all the bodies in this pit and seal it, and then it flashes to the future, and there's a church built over this pit. And they're like basically like the church is like holding this evil, keeping it from being unleashed. And then
that's actually kind of cool. I like that.
Yeah,
sounds like Prince of Darkness.
Yeah, exactly.
No, it really does.
Exactly.
No, that's probably why I like it. I'm such an idiot.
So the second half of the movie, like the church is like there's like a whole bunch of people just like locked inside this church with this like evil being unleashed, and everyone just goes completely crazy and just like starts doing crazy shit. It's wild. It's pretty cool. I liked it a lot.
I'm definitely gonna check that out. I think.
Yeah, it's on Tubi right now.
Awesome.
So yeah, definitely watch it.
Awesome.
I watched it. I was like, I think Chris will like this one.
You know, what'd be funny is if in that movie in the church when everybody started going crazy is at the same time when I think his name's Colin Firth shows up and Samuel L. Jackson and the girl with the blade feet show up at that church and the Kingsmen, and they're in the same fucking universe. I just
yeah, sure.
Why not?
Fan fiction, folks. Let's do it.
Wackier things have happened, I'm sure.
Yeah.
In Cemetery Man.
Yeah. Real quick, one other movie. I think I actually mentioned it to you guys before, but he made another one called Stage Fright.
Yes.
I've heard of that.
Yeah.
I think I have that movie.
That's his first movie.
I'm listening still. I'm sorry.
No, yeah. It's that was his first movie. It's like I watched it when I was watching all those Giallos in a row. Because
hold on, I'm gonna look and see if I have it on that shelf.
Okay, it's Blue. The release is Blue Underground.
Oh shit! I think
in the United States. So
okay, yeah, I think I remember when that came out.
Yeah, But that one is actually really cool too. It's just a really solid. It's not really a giallo at all because you know who the killer is, but it's a really good slasher. But it has that sort of like, oh, nice. So have you watched it?
Yes, it's already open.
Okay.
That's how I can tell you I watched it. No.
But yeah, Messi, he was the assistant director on Tenebrae, Phenomena, Demons,
Adventures
of Baron Munchausen.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I'm gonna have to check out this dude's stuff.
He only directed 4 movies.
Favorite horror director? Sam Raimi's up there.
I mean, John Carpenter.
Oh yeah, duh, John Carpenter. Yeah. You know what? The guys that did Psycho Goreman have to be up there as a team for me because all 3 of the movies that I know of that they've done are so highly ranked for me. I know it's a very weird answer, but I really, really love The Void. It's like in my top 3 movies of all time. And Psycho Goreman's probably in my like top 50, like realistically top 50 probably somewhere up there. It's not my top 10 or 20. That's insane, but it is way, way high. I genuinely love that movie. And they have another one called Man Board. I don't know if you can see this or not, but I don't want the plastic to make a giant glare, but it's a oh shit, this camera's so different. I'm gonna have to get used to this. There's a lot of things about it that are different, but it's a micro budget. I want to say they called it a green screen movie. I don't really know why it's called that, other than it's real obvious that a lot of it's done on green screen. So I guess that's really why. But I really enjoy what these guys or this guy are doing with whatever movies they're making. Again, it's a small library of movies, but it's quality over quantity with them. But yeah, sorry guys. I just that question, I don't really think about stuff like that very often, but I truly love what they're doing.
Oh, that's cool.
Fucking Carpenter's awesome, though. Let's just be honest about it. He's probably
in
my top 3 without a doubt, but I would say probably number 1. I think.
Yeah, I mean, I would say like the most like really good movies. I think.
Well, I wanted to say Takashi Miike, but he's not really horror. He's very gory and splattery, but he's more like mafioso stuff.
I mean, he's made so many movies, though. So.
Well, yeah, but like if you look at his library, it's like mostly. What's the Japanese? What's up, Katy? What's the Japanese?
Yakuza.
Thank you. Yakuza movies mostly. But
it's a lot of those.
Yeah.
Samurai movies.
Short answer long for you. Sam Raimi's up there too.
Yeah. I'll say does Del Toro qualify for that? I'd probably be up there.
Yeah, Del Toro qualifies. He's just not in my top 5.
Yeah.
But I would say Del Toro qualifies for that. He's, as far as people I respect though, he's up there. He makes beautiful movies, man. So, but also thank you for the compliment. I do appreciate that. We're working really hard at getting. I actually feel like my camera finally matches up with what y'all got going, man. If y'all's quality has been better than mine for our whole duration of our show. So
you guys beat now.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty happy with this. This took a long time. This took a long time, a lot of work. Y'all are the only people that'll know really how long this took me and how much work it was, besides Carissa. This was a 2-year. I mean, I was talking about getting a better camera 2 years ago. And
we've been talking about it for a while.
Yeah.
So I started working on it and just kind of slowly, quietly putting money away, as in paying off my credit card, paying off my debt. That's how I acquired it. It was paying off my debt and then going and reacquiring some more. But
temporary.
Yeah. But it's very temporary. I'm pumped, dude. Life is good right now. It's got its bumps along the way, but it's awesome, dude. I'm happy. I'm having a good time right now.
That's great, man.
What's the best horror movies that have come out recently? What's your definition of recently?
X.
That's why I want to know what your definition of
recently
is.
This year, X. I mean, with last like couple years,
X.
Yeah. I'm not ready to agree with that statement. I like X. It's my favorite movie this year so far. But I'd have to go think about what else came out. But X is definitely absolute bare minimum top 5. But I mean, what I like and what these two gentlemen like oftentimes is quite a bit different. So I mean, I would prefer Psycho Goreman over X any day of the week. I don't think they would. So
Yeah, I know.
Oh, past 10 years? Holy
past
shit.
10 years. That's your definition of recently. I mean,
we go with Terrifier, The Void.
The Void's up there for sure.
I'm not gonna keep pulling these out because I got too many of them. But like, dude, Color Out of Space is really great. Shit, dude, I'll even go as far as movies that I don't particularly like, but that I know are really great. The Witch, Hereditary, Midsummer's really good if you like a slower paced. What's that one like? It's called something. It's like a fuck. I can't think of the name. But anyways, if you like really really strange, unique shit, we're gonna go. Or wait, am I going solo tomorrow?
I think so.
Fuck. Well, I'm gonna go watch The Lighthouse tomorrow. Oh, you're 17. Oh, you got man. I envy you, dude. You got a lot of like exploring and discovering that you're gonna have a lot of fun with, man. I would say that find out what your favorite subgenre of horror is, and if you do decide on something, let me know. And between the three of us, we can easily give you a list of 10 apiece movies that are recent that you might not have seen before.
Well, yeah. Name some of your favorite horror movies that you've seen.
That's even better. Yeah, let us know a couple that you really enjoy, and we can give you a sorry, I'm completely congested right now. We can give you a very good list of movies quickly.
And if you haven't seen Carpenter stuff, obviously watch Halloween, watch The Thing.
Dude, this is how I know I'm old, bro. My man said I love the Saw movies, and I was definitely thinking you were going to say something older than that. If you love Saw, there is a fucking wealth of movies for you to watch. I mean, there's that movie, The Collector and The Collection. They're like written for Saw, never made it to Saw, but they're very similar in style and flavor. If you like Saw, you'll love those. That movie Hush is really good. I was just talking about that recently. What else would you consider like ultra-violent? No, there's like this French movement of movies in the like late 2010s.
French Extreme.
French new wave extremity movies. It's stupid title, but there's a lot of good movies, man. High Tension. Inside. There's a movie called Inside. Oh, there's one called Splinter. Completely different subject, but dude, it just popped in my head. That one's probably streaming on Tubi or something. It is shockingly good for a low budget movie.
We watched that one for the show like a year plus ago. But
bro, we've had a lot of episodes now, man. It's pretty cool. We got like a whole.
I don't think I remember that one. Which one was that?
Where they were strapped. They had the guy
stuck in the convenience store, and there's this like thing with all the splinters.
Oh, okay. I remember it. Yeah,
it was like a porcupine on crack.
It has sort of a thing-ish vibe to it, but it's super low budget and kind of shaky cam.
Yeah, I really like that movie a lot, actually.
That one was pretty good.
That one was cool.
If you like, look, I don't know how B movie you like to get, but my favorite movie is Terrifier. Like, the longer it goes, the more I love that movie. Like, it's kind of taken place of Scream was my favorite movie for years and years and years and years. I think Terrifier has finally eclipsed it. Terrifier is, if you want something fucking crazy and like pretty raw but done pretty well on a low budget, it's a really good love letter to like 80s exploitation sleazy massacre movies. It's
if you like Saw movies, I mean, I think Terrifier is pretty up your alley.
Yeah, well, that's what I was thinking.
It's a little, it's lower budget, and
you're very welcome, by the way.
And a little, funnier.
Yeah,
intentionally.
It's got some weird shit in it, man. Here's an example. I'll show you a T-shirt that they made that I was given. That the director of the movie signed it for my buddy to give to me.
I saw that on your other video.
Dude, look at this shirt, bro. Are you kidding me? That guy's literally wearing a lady, like the whole lady, not just her face. And there's the most insane kill scene that I've ever personally witnessed in that movie. It's gnarly.
Yeah, it is.
And they told me that they did a better one in the new movie. I look, man, I don't like to call people liars, but I'm really excited to watch that if that's the case. Because if they can beat that, there's a lot of cool kills though. I've seen some pretty funny shit. I like the kills in Tucker and Dale versus Evil. Have y'all seen that movie, guys?
I've never seen that. No,
never have.
We should do that on the show one of these days. I think y'all would both appreciate it for what it is. It's
it's like silly.
It's one of those things where you're like you kind of don't want to laugh, but you can't really not because it's legitimately funny. You're like, oh my god, that's ridiculous. Carissa loves that movie. Oh, Cabin in the Woods is a good like fourth wall breaking type thing. Word, that's where you're going. Punk rock, the same music I listen to right now, and I did not listen to Lil Peep and Juice WRLD because they weren't born yet.
I listen to a lot of new metal.
Yeah. We could reference my old email address.
What was it again?
Mudvayne Tool 420.
Fuck, dude, that's unfortunate.
But still love Tool at least.
Yeah, Tool's good. I definitely listen to Disturbed and a lot of those other bands too.
In all fairness, though, y'all weren't like bad kids, and I was. So I was already out doing shit. I would have never got introduced to the music that I was listening to had I like behaved in school and just done what I was supposed to. Because I would have been listening to probably like the radio and stuff, and like whatever was popular with like the football players and shit. Which I imagine back then, all that stuff was pretty popular with the sports teams and things. So, my man said, I love Tool.
Hell yeah.
Fuck Tool.
I got that $150 something vinyl coming in the mail tomorrow.
For Tool?
Yes. One album.
Man.
What album?
Actually
a new album?
Their latest album, they finally pressed it on vinyl.
It was $150.
Actually, I paid $130 for it. I found a pretty good deal on it. Damn. But most places have it for $180.
Why is it so expensive?
It's a stupid box set with it has instead of so you ready to hate this?
I am. Absolutely.
Instead of just being a normal like double LP, it's a 5 LP, and every B side on it has an etching. So it only has like A side with an etching, A side with an etching, A side with an etching. So it's 5 LPs.
I didn't know that I was going to hate it this bad, dude. But I thought that's so.
I bought it.
I'm not even remotely surprised that you bought that. Like, not even a little bit. Disappointed.
I mean, it's Tool. Like, what do you expect?
Do you like Tool that much? I'm surprised. I didn't know that.
I mean, Tool at one time, Tool was my favorite band for a while.
I mean, Tool fits both of y'all's personalities pretty well, and not in like a bad way. Like, just like you would hear like the Unseen and go, yeah, Randall probably loves this band. It fits your personality. It's intricate. It's well made. Calling it good is very subjective, so I can call it whatever I want. Doesn't make me right or wrong, but it is very well made, very artful, very thoughtful. Their album covers always look really cool. I'll give them that, dude. They put a lot of thought and work. I guess Maynard did put a lot of thought and work into the stuff he produced. I mean,
I'll just say,
hey, there we go.
They're like the anti-punk. I mean, instead of 2 minute long, get in, get out. So like they're 10-15 minute long.
Yeah, dude, they're like getting ready to play a song takes them longer than most of the bands I listen to. Fucking whole set.
Yeah, but they've probably dropped out of my top 5 over the years, but they're still pretty up there as
I've finally got confident enough in my abilities as a content creator to not pussyfoot around and just Tool fucking blows, dude. Like, I'm not going to cater to those fans. I don't give a shit. But at the same time, I've always maintained that just because I don't like a band, it literally means nothing. I don't understand why people get upset about it. I'll never understand the youngest current generation of like music fans, because they so really sincerely get really upset when you're like, yeah, not really for me. Like, that's what you could say, and they lose their minds. And I'm like, and all that makes people like me do is be like, no, they're fucking terrible. I can show you how. As an example, nobody will ever hear this that listens to Cemetery, but I've been listening to the shit out of Cemetery lately. I'll never say he's good. I don't give a fuck. He can be my favorite artist in 5 years. I'll still say he sucks. Just because it's funny to watch people get all upset. Although, at this point, I still don't think he makes good music, but I can't quit listening to it. It's frustrating.
Yeah. That's all you, man.
It is all me.
I don't know.
It's like a punishment, dude. Like,
sounds like a sickness.
I feel like I'm... Dude, you know what? That's what it is. It's Cemetery. Got me all fucked up and sick.
Yeah.
Dude looks all greasy and shit. But I've also been listening to that Denzel Curry album a lot. I was working on my review. I had it all written out. I just can't. I don't want to film it like this.
I love that album. It's so good.
It's an album. I don't want to really talk about it too much. My man said, I love Cemetery.
Oh, no.
Let's go. Dude, you might be my favorite person on this entire channel because so far you've just asked about cool questions about horror movies and directors. You wrote some lists down of stuff we recommended. You liked Tool for those guys, Rancid for me, and Cemetery for all the wieners on my channel. Dude, you don't have to respect my opinion, man, but it's awesome that you do. Look, here's the deal about Cemetery. I still don't quite understand it, but I'm very open-minded when it comes to music. I know it may seem like I'm not, but it's because most people don't listen to me. If they would listen to me, they'd understand that I'll try anything more than at least once in music, right? I've always been into subculture stuff. Like I'm not. The first time I listened to Cemetery, one of the first things I said was like, "Yeah, if I was young, I'd love this."
Mhm.
I'm not. I'm 40. It took a long time. I had to do like 6 or 7 of his songs to get used to hearing. What it is that he does some really uncomfortable stuff with his music, which I've got to think he does it on purpose. It took me a while to get used to it, and I think even if Josh and Chris listened to it a little bit, I don't know that they would ever like it or anything, but it wouldn't bother them like it probably does with their initial listens because it's a very unnerving type of music, and I get it. I always got it. I just knew that it's part of being a content creator is that if you don't say anything that's interesting or abrasive or anything, like if you're just a very polite, honest, nice person all the time, which generally speaking, I'm a pretty nice, honest person, but I'm abrasive. And if you don't do that, you'll never get anywhere with this. So like, I could have easily been like, play. Yeah, I don't get it, man. It ain't for me. I'm too old for this stuff. All right. What? I respect what he's doing, though. He's working hard, blah, 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 blah. On to the next song. People would have been like, okay. Like, so I was
Boring.
just like, oh, the worst fucking song I've ever heard. Do you really think that was the worst song? Have you ever heard a song, Friday, Friday?
Oh, my
Worse
God.
than Cemetery, my friend. Like, so no, it wasn't the worst song I ever heard, but I knew it would be pretty funny to watch people lose their minds. I learned fucking dealing with Spirit Box and Ginger that having an opinion that's not, this is awesome, is going to make people mad. So, yeah.
Pretty much.
Don't like black metal. You know, it's strange because he does have a very, dude, I could really talk about his stuff a lot on this channel, actually, on Horror Hangout, because I learned a lot. See, learning stuff about an artist will change your opinion on them. I didn't understand. First off, that song Nevada, I had no idea what he meant when he was saying "cut her like Nevada." It just didn't make sense to me. Turns out Nevada is an actual.
Oh Jesus! We're gonna go there.
Yes, dude, you are my favorite guest on this channel. That's amazing. Oh my God, Black Roses is not only the worst, he's the worst at being the worst. Dude, he sucks so bad. Oh, that kid, I hope he's crying right now. Using his tears as lubrication to masturbate because he's so fucking lonely. Wow, that took a dark turn. Anyways,
it did.
Cut her like Nevada. I didn't know that Nevada was actually a person that actually cut somebody. So, like, once I learned that, the song made a lot more sense. And the thing about most of the young viewers of this channel is that when you say something that you clearly don't understand what the subject is going on about, or let's say that they told me to watch a movie, right? And I got on here and I was like, yeah, I didn't like it because blah, 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 blah. And they knew that what I was talking about, that I misunderstood something. And instead of going, oh, yeah, no, it actually didn't mean that. It meant this, to like open my eyes about it and introduce me to what it actually means. They just go, oh, yeah, you're an idiot. Like, that's what they do. Is like, if you go, oh, this song, I said, this song doesn't make any sense. It's stupid. And so instead of people going, oh, it's about a person, it took like 50 people talking shit to me for one guy to go, no, he's actually talking about a person named Nevada. And I was like, oh, well, that makes a lot more sense, right? So it's really hard to do this and be involved with a group of people that are such a young age because most of them don't want to, help. They just want to be assholes about stuff. Oh, no, he 100%. He's doing it right now. Like, he's sitting on his toilet, but he's facing the wall. He's taking a shit and he's jerking off. He likes the smell of it. But he's got a picture of Peep over his toilet and he's just crying into his hand. And his mom's probably fucking brushing his hair or something. Fucking loser. Anyways.
All right.
Dude, I don't know what the fuck happened with me just now. There went monetization.
You chose violence, whatever it was.
Fucking right. So that guy, dude, I hate fucking liars, dude. You can just be an asshole to me. I got respect for that. If you're just an asshole and you're just an asshole all the time, cool, man. Do you, bro? But don't lie, man. Don't fake the funk, dude. I am me all day. So he uses that shit as target practice. Fucking weirdo. Little Pete. Oh, he's a Beamer boy.
Do people still have wallpaper? Is that a thing?
Good question.
I don't know.
Yo,
am I a Beamer boy?
Did that just fuck me up, Josh? I haven't seen wallpaper in a long time.
It kind of went out of fashion, I think.
For sure.
Fucking
Yeah.
A, dude.
It's been a while.
No, dude, I'm legitimately making a Black Roses little peep shirt, like for real. I have a design somewhere on my phone. I'll make it. I don't fuck that kid. You know the best part is all it would take was for him to jump on the show with me. He's probably just fine in real life, but he's like
phone screen. Sorry. Yeah, that makes sense. Phone screen wallpaper.
Oh,
I just saw wallpaper. I was
dude,
like,
how old are we?
Yeah, right.
Dude, I bet he's dying laughing at my ass. He's like, this old
God.
motherfucker right here. He's all right, I guess, but he's old as dirt because he doesn't even know what I'm talking about. That's funny, bro. You just got me bad with that one.
Yeah, he probably didn't even know like that they used to have wallpaper on walls.
Yeah, I actually saw a photo the other day when I was a little kid, and it like threw a bunch of memories in my head because it had some wallpaper that I hadn't even thought of. I had this wallpaper when I was little. It was like actually Carissa and honestly Chris, you probably would have thought it was cool too when you were little. It was like really intricate spaceships. Dude, and they were big as fuck, dude. Like, let's see, Blu-ray case. They're probably like 3 times the size of a Blu-ray case. Big, dude. Intricate. And my mom told me she searched for months to find a wallpaper that was cool, like unique for me to have as a little boy.
Yeah, I'd baseball. I
would have been down with that too. But my mom was. I think we were both really into like reading fantasy stuff.
No.
When I was little, like she used to read me like fantasy stories and stuff. I don't really know what made her get that one, to be honest, because that is a weird choice for me. But I liked it. Like it had like I don't know, it was like this baby blue background and like all these really cool. I remember they were all in like whoever made the artwork to put on that wallpaper did a really good job. It was really intricate, like cool looking. I in my head I'm thinking Star Wars versus Star Trek stuff. It was more angular. It was cool, man. I don't know. Interesting photo. It's weird when you see a picture of you when you're a kid. It just rushes back a bunch of stuff you hadn't thought of in 28 years.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I am writing a book, and I'm gonna call it. I think did I tell you guys this already?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, I didn't. I mean, I fucking sure thought I did.
Is it about your life?
Kinda, yeah. It's gonna be. I got one volume that I'm gonna write out, and I got. Hugh and I are talking about it, and he's got a buddy that does stuff in this field, I think, is what he was explaining to me. He's going to help give me some advice, and I'm going to call it 100...
Soggy Toast.
Yes. The cover photo is going to be glorious.
Oh. Soggy Toast, the RandallPatty story.
Fuck me, dude. That's a sad fucking title. The cover pictures just be like this.
Either that or I hate Black Roses. I mean,
no, I thought you were going to say something not. Oh, that's funny. I like your streams though because I love hearing all the different perspectives. I feel like you understand people more than their music maybe too. I'd like to think I get I'm a people person, man. I've always been a people watcher. I like to help people. I'm far from perfect, so don't think that I'm like trying to like puff myself up because I'm not. But I do think I got an understanding of people that maybe not everybody has. I don't think I'm special or anything, but I do think I'm able to understand people. I'm very, God, it sounds bad. I'm really good at manipulating people. So it's easy for me to like understand people's motivations. Some people call it a salesman, but that's all a salesman is they're a manipulator. They convince you that you need something that you don't need, and I've always been a good storyteller. And, I've always had absolutely no filter or like save yourself mentality. It's like, oh, this ought to be fun. Let's try it. And I just do dumb shit.
Well, still, you're a people person. I mean, that's how we became friends. I mean, I just walked into your store one day and had no idea we were going to be friends 2 or 3 years later.
It's crazy.
3 years?
Yeah, it's been 3 years, dude.
Yeah.
The weird part is that I've got a handful of friends that are exactly the same, and Josh sort of is like that. I met him at a store that was a comic book store. It was a little different, but like, dude, Ellis, both of you guys. I mean, shit, dude. All my like really good friends. Shit, I still see Noel. You know, I mean, I met him at the comic book shop, his comic book shop. I walked into his shop, and like, I don't think people know that I actually owned a full-size comic book shop, and that's Chris came in and shit. I don't think for the first few visits we talked a little bit, but you were kind of in and out with your books, and you just slowly started coming around, and like you'd come in whenever Josh and I were hanging out talking, and it was really obvious that we had a lot in common. So we just, I'm inclusive, bro. You want to come hang out? Come on, hang out. And it was real easy to just hang around because, you know, it was a very, I felt like it was a pretty inviting, what's the word? Like, setting. You know, everything was comfortable. I was always welcoming anybody who wants to hang out. But yeah, Chris actually came into the store. It's pretty wild.
Yeah, like I saw your store in a local thing and went, oh shit, there's a comic book store not too far from me. I'm gonna go check it out.
Yeah, R.I.P. fun stuff, man.
Yeah, I remember you had some Saga books. So I was looking at Saga. I bought a couple of like Saga issues. And I think we chatted for a little bit, but I was like, it's a pretty cool place. I'm gonna come back. And
then I met you know what really got us being close really quick was your wife, because she's more like outgoing like I am. Yeah. And so when she came in, we got to talking really fast. And remember, she brought me cookies before we were really good friends. I just mentioned once that I like chocolate chip cookies without chocolate chips in them. And she automatically knew what I meant. And most people don't know what I mean by that. They go, oh, sugar cookies? And I'm like, no, I don't really care for sugar. I mean, I do like sugar cookies, but not like the other kind. And she went and like made me some cookies that blew my mind. And I was like, oh, dude, she's cool as shit. So he must be cool too, because, oh, God, I'm sorry, guys. But dude, that's awesome. And somebody told me the other day on a live stream, they said, yeah, I've been watching your channel since Pressing Issues.
I saw that.
Dude, blew my mind, bro. And then I went and watched one of those, and I'm so embarrassed. I'm going to go back and I'm going to review some of my older videos on the channel so people can see like how far I've come, and just it's been a lot of work, dude.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people like react to their first video or something.
Oh, really?
Like
That's a thing?
Yeah.
Of course it
is. So you could go back and whatever you have up, I guess. You could go like react to it. And
I have a lot of them that are actually still on here. They're just private.
Oh, so you could go back to the
pretty close to the beginning. I didn't want to just delete a bunch of stuff because I worked really hard on that stuff, even though it wasn't good. I worked really hard and I was nervous, dude. Like, I'm outgoing, but dude, this shit is nerve-wracking if you're not used to it. It took me a long time to get. I don't even consider myself good at this point. I mean, I guess, but not really. Like, I'm not special, but I don't care anymore. Like, I have no problem getting on here and saying full of shit. I feel like people of my generation don't understand that most people change their opinions on things over. Oh, geez, Louise, dude, you are wise beyond your years. Well, I mean, dude, in all fairness, in 2012, MGK was pretty awesome. He just recently started being a ball sucker. The dude's so bad. I don't get why people are into that guy. I really don't. Unless you're like, let's say 16 to 22, I can see a reason behind liking some of his stuff. But his lyrics are so bad.
Yeah, I think Eminem exposed him.
Dude. Yeah.
What, a couple years ago?
With Rap Devil or Rap God or whatever the fuck it was?
Yeah, something like that.
Man, dude, this is driving me nuts. I'm about to have to cut out of here, dude. I can't breathe at all. Is my voice sounding weird?
A little bit.
Yeah, it feels like it sounds weird.
But you've been kind of muffled with the with the new mic setup.
It is a little different. Chris, is it your week, right?
Yes.
All right, what are we watching this week, bud?
All right. I think we've all seen it, but
He's nuts. Oh, got one in finally, dude. It's been an hour.
Dark City. I haven't watched this in a while. It's a noir sci-fi. It's not super long. So it's like, even if it's doesn't go over as well.
Real quick, just heads up. I'm going to watch this movie, but I don't like this movie.
Oh, you don't?
I do not like this movie.
Shit. I thought you did.
I own it.
I've never seen it.
Oh, really?
I think what it is. Hold on.
No, I've never seen it.
This one, right?
I'm aware of it, but
That's it. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. So I think I used to like it maybe because when I bought it, I was excited.
You own it.
Well, no, I just didn't get rid of it. It's one of those things that, like, I have a hard time getting rid of movies. It's got Jennifer Connelly in it, right?
Yeah, and
I think that's why I liked it.
who's the guy that just died not too long ago?
William Hurt.
Yes, William Hurt.
Is Kiefer Sutherland in this?
I don't think
Yeah,
so.
he is. Yeah, he's in it.
Was he?
Yeah.
Okay. It's been a while since I've seen it, and
You know what? I was just giving you a heads up that I might not like it. I'll watch it.
Okay.
I'm not tripping, dude. I just didn't want you to be like, "Fuck, you should have just told me." I'm telling you, I'm gonna watch it.
Okay, yeah, I thought we had talked about it before, and I don't remember you saying you didn't like it.
This is 110 minutes, so this is a director's cut.
The regular cut's a little shorter. I mean, you could watch the regular cut if you want
dude,
to.
I don't really care, man. I'm just gonna watch it. I'm not tripping. I think I think my tastes have just changed a little bit because I used to like more of this. Sorry, for a lack of a better word, like gothic. This is very gothic. You know what I'm saying? Like The Crow, dark, lots of low light, lots of rain.
It's very dark.
Very 90s.
It's in the title.
Yes. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Dark City. It's all in the daylight. You're like, what the fuck?
It's an odd noir movie.
No, I don't.
From what I remember,
I just wanted to be fair about it, let you know ahead of time that there's a chance that I'm like, yeah, it was terrible.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't
probably enjoy watching this, so I'm good, bro.
Yeah, I would think that would be definitely more a Carissa movie. And I remember it having enough of like a noir tone to it that I thought we all could enjoy.
I'll probably like it better than I'm remembering it. I'm just not remembering liking it. Wow, it's the same director as The Crow.
Yeah, Alex Proyas. Yeah.
I didn't know that. And iRobot. I liked iRobot, all right.
Yeah. It's been a while since I've seen it, and I think after we watched Batman, I think it crossed my mind that I wanted to go watch it again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's a very dark, like rainy.
It is. It is a very Batman movie.
Yeah. And William Hurt too is like, oh yeah, I forgot he was in that. I mean, I remember liking it a lot.
I'm sad that he's gone, dude. He was a cool dude, man.
Yeah, he was.
Did either of y'all ever see Mr. Brooks by any chance?
I think I saw it when it originally came out. Kevin Costner, right?
Yes, that movie is fucking
Dane
awesome.
Cook movie, right? Yeah, I never watched it.
Dude,
but I heard it was good.
I love Kevin Costner, and so I watched it ready to enjoy it. So maybe that's what it was, but I really enjoyed it a lot. Okay, as of right now, I'm live streaming a lot. I live stream on Saturday night, Sunday night, Tuesday around lunchtime, and Thursday night. Those are all like scheduled. Every week I do those. This is going to be a live stream now because it's just easier for us to do it this way. No editing. We don't edit anyways because it's just a long form conversation type of thing. But I have Saturday night live streams on Saturdays, obviously. Sunday night is the MMA weekly recap. So if you're into MMA at all, we often go off the beaten path, but it's an MMA centered show. And then Tuesday is the horror weekly thing, and then Thursday night the SHOPcast. So Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, all at night, all at around 8, maybe a little later than that, but no earlier, usually 8 or later. And then Tuesdays around lunchtime, to include people from the other side of the world that are unable to be up at night like this. So that's when we stream scheduled. And I've been getting into the habit of just randomly streaming shit throughout the week whenever I have time. It's real easy and kind of fun. So
I've been doing it almost every day lately.
Yeah, if I have a topic that pops up, dude, it's just easy for me to throw up a cool thumbnail and stream for 20, 30 minutes. And, I think it's cool, man. It's a good way to get up a lot of quality content without having to do a lot of bullshit. And, people don't really care about a picture scrolling across your screen. Why not just fucking do the live stream, Yeah. As far as I'm concerned anyways. But I legitimately cannot breathe right now. So I'm going to get out of here, guys. Cool. Dark City. All right, folks. Next week, Thursday, 8 o'clock-ish. 8 to 9 o'clock our time.
Hopefully.
If you want to watch Dark City with us, I'm going to start posting this stuff on the community tab our weekly movie. So I'll start posting that on Thursday nights after the streams are with. I'll post this and then I'll share it on like Monday again, so we can kind of know anybody who wants to watch the movie with us. If we're doing live streams, you're not only welcome but encouraged to talk with us and throw comments in there. I would love for this to become a thing where we have a few dozen people talking with us every week. That would make this so much fun. So
yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you guys. Josh, Chris, hang out for 1 second. Yeah, everybody else, see you next week.